Coronavirus cases surging in Florida, Disney World reopened its doors this weekend to visitors with masks required and a lot fewer guests in attendance than normal. Editor-at-large Dan Roberts joining us for this one. So Dan, for the most part, reviews seem to be positive here. In fact, some park goers were quoted as saying they felt safer in the parks than in their local supermarkets. So was this opening, do you think we can call it a success?
Well, I think it depends, Alexis, if you want to listen to people who actually went or the public, right? Because they're kind of two separate temperatures to take right now. The people who went did have very good reviews, as you said. If you look at some tweets from people who actually went on opening weekend and the park reopened on Saturday, they were very impressed, and the park is taking aggressive measures. It's a far, far, far reduced capacity. Disney isn't being specific, but I imagine it's below 30% because that's what it did with Disneyland Shanghai, which reopened exactly 2 months ago. And people felt very good. You have to get your temperature taken with the zapper right when you walk in, and you have to wear a mask the whole time. And only two parts of the park are open. There's Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. So Epcot isn't open. The Hollywood Studios isn't open. And it's interesting, if you look at social media posts of videos inside the park from Saturday or Sunday, you barely see any people. I mean, it looks very sparsely populated. Now, on the other hand, I do think there's been a little bit of a public backlash on social media because you contrast it with the spike in cases in the state of Florida, and a lot of people are criticizing Disney for opening. And actually, what was interesting was Disney posted and then deleted, and the deletion surprised me, a video which had a lot of cast members in the park wearing masks saying, "Come on back to Disney, welcome back." And it got so lampooned that Disney deleted that tweet. I was a little surprised that they deleted it because I felt like that acknowledged that it saw the mistake of that video. But you're right, for the most part, in terms of people who went, it looks like it worked out.
Dan, could there be a perfect storm, in a good way, brewing for Disney over the next 2 quarters? You have the parks slowly reopening, not making as much money as they used to, but they're reopened. You have movie theaters starting to reopen. You see sports coming back. Disney could start digging itself out of a hole.
I think that would be the bull case, but that requires a lot of optimism because look at how sports are going. We're going to see if they actually come back. MLS is having a lot of trouble with its tournament that came back. A couple teams have had to drop out due to COVID cases. So we'll see. Certainly, it was not great to have all 14 of its theme parks in the world closed for more than 2 months, but now they're slowly starting to claw back. It's funny you mentioned movie theaters. I've written about this, but Disney is really in the pole position in terms of its own impact on when and how movie theaters reopen, because it's all about Mulan. Disney has now twice delayed Mulan, and then Warner Brothers has twice delayed Tenet. And movie theaters are in no hurry to reopen unless it has those two blockbusters. So Disney's really in a position of power. It can kind of determine when movie theaters come back because it could delay Mulan again, depending on the spike in cases in a number of states. But reopening Disney World was obviously a first step. And the new Perks chief, Josh D'Amaro, had said that he thinks reopening Disney World inspires some level of hope, which, you know, you could make fun of that quote or you could buy into it because, as you guys said, a lot of the people who went said, well, look, we've been desperate to go somewhere. I saw someone who went on Saturday was quoted, someone from Atlanta said, we've been desperate to have some fun. So I do think that the people who actually took the chance and went were impressed with the safety measures. But man, a lot would have to go right for that scenario you just described.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Dan Roberts, looks like the magic's still in the Magic Kingdom, at least for now. Thanks for joining us.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.